Here's Bill Cullen with the answer to how to make desserts special.
Well, actually, Steve, women know the answer, topping. The only question is, when you're making a really special dessert, would you dare use Dream Whip instead of whipped cream? Well, those who use Dream Whip know the answer is yes. Dream Whip has all the flavor richness of whipped cream, real country fresh flavor. And you just watch what happens when you add Dream Whip to your favorite pudding. Suddenly, it's parfait, and a beautiful parfait at that. Or why don't you take a look at what happens to pie when you add Dream Whip? Abracadabra, pie a la mode, Dream Whip style. Positively delicious, too. Dream Whip is always fresh because Dream Whip is the whipped topping mix that stays fresh on your shelf. Calories, only 14 to a tablespoon. So change simple desserts into special ones. Dream Whip, with all the flavor richness of whipped cream. Try it on tomorrow's desserts.
Well, let's pause now for a moment before we meet our special guest for tonight. And Bill Cullen has a very interesting idea for you. Tell the truth, Bill.
My idea is a challenge for the next time you entertain friends. Now, maybe it's a special occasion with candles, but whatever, when you get to dessert, you serve it with Dream Whip instead of whipped cream. Now, you think about that for a minute and ask yourself, why not? Dream Whip, you know, has all the flavor richness of whipped cream, real country fresh flavor. And Dream Whip, the whip topping mix, whips up smooth and creamy every time. It stays fresh on your shelf, ready to use at any time you need it. Now, you just take a look at that. How could anyone resist that? Calories, only 14 to a tablespoon. You can be proud to serve Dream Whip anytime on all your desserts. In fact, I challenge you. The next time you entertain friends, serve a Dream Whip dessert. They'll love it. Dream Whip, the one with all the flavor richness of whipped cream.
And now, through the magic of television, here's the vacationing Bill Cullen with a word for people who want to build better bridges, or play better bridge, or something like that. Take it away, Bill.
Well, let's see, 3 spades or 3-no trump. Actually, my tip is for the ladies, and it's this. I can't tell you how to play the cards, but I can tell you how to make your bridge party dessert a winner every time. You serve it with delicious Dream Whip. Now, maybe you wonder if you'd dare use Dream Whip instead of whipped cream for such a special dessert. Well, let me tell you, you certainly can, because Dream Whip has all the flavor richness of whipped cream, real country fresh flavor. And Dream Whip whips up smooth and creamy every time. Dream Whip, the whipped topping mix, stays fresh on your shelf, ready to use anytime you need it. And say, let's take a look at that. Does it make you as hungry as it makes me? And Dream Whip has only 14 calories to a tablespoon. For your next party and every time you make dessert, remember Dream Whip, the one with all the flavor richness of whipped cream.
We'll be back with you again in just a moment, but first of all, Bill Cullen has a guitar-toting friend with him tonight. You going to sing for us, Bill?
Oh, not me, Steve, but Johnny Nash makes up folk songs, so I've asked him to do one about Dream Whip. Now, all I've told John is that it stays fresh in the box and only has 14 calories per tablespoon. All right, Johnny, let's see what you can do with it.
I had a dream the other night of Dream Whip mountains so tall and white. I dreamt I ate till I had my fill. Now I'm awake and I think I will run down to the kitchen, take it off the shelf, make up a bowl full just for myself. 'Cause I love Dream Whip, so easy to store, and so few calories, only 10 plus 4.
Hey, that's right, Johnny. There's a lot more to Dream Whip than just the flavor of whipped cream.
We'll meet our special guest for tonight in just a moment, but first, let's take time out for a special message from our sponsor.
There are a lot of good reasons to use Dream Whip instead... Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, you're on camera.
Oh, sure. Go on rehearsing. Don't worry about me.
Well, actually, I'm not so much worried about you as I am about my commercial. I am trying, if you don't mind, to tell the people about Dream Whip.
So tell me, if you can sell me Who knows? You might be good enough to make it on TV.
As long as you're here, why don't you sit down and be comfortable? You see, there is a lot more to Dream Whip than just the flavor of whipped cream.
Such as?
Well, Dream Whip stays fresh in the box. It can't go sour.
So far so good. Now, don't get nervous.
And you can spoon on plenty of Dream Whip because it has only 14 calories per tablespoon.
Not enough oomph, baby. Like this. So just remember, folks, always
You know, you really are on television. Look, right there, TV, see? Now, actually, what he's trying to say is there's a lot more to Dream Whip than just the flavor of whipped cream.
We'll meet our special guest for tonight in just a minute. But first, Bill Cullen has a holiday treat for you. Stay tuned.
New is right, Steve. Here's a pumpkin pie that makes old-fashioned pumpkin pie really old-fashioned. It's new, creamy pumpkin pie. And here's all you need. A box of Dream Whip, a box of Jell-O instant pudding, vanilla flavor, and canned pumpkin. Now, you just mix the prepared Dream Whip with the pumpkin, the Jell-O instant pudding, milk, and spices. Then slowly beat with a rotary beater until they're thoroughly mixed together. Now pour into your favorite pie shell and top the pie with the rest of the Dream Whip. See, it's that easy to make because you don't have to cook it. The recipe is on every box of Jell-O instant pudding, vanilla flavor, or on the envelope that's on the inside of every box of Dream Whip. And you just wait till your family tastes it. Pumpkin pie that's as light as your holiday mood. New, easy-to-make, creamy pumpkin pie. It's truly delicious.
We'll meet our special guest for tonight in just a minute. But first, here's Bill Cullen with a new holiday dessert idea. What's cooking, Bill?
Nothing, Steve. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you how to make a delicious pumpkin pie you don't have to cook. New creamy pumpkin pie. It's such a hit, I've been asked to do an encore. And here is all you need. A box of Dream Whip, a box of Jell-O instant pudding, vanilla flavor, and canned pumpkin. You just mix the prepared Dream Whip with the pumpkin, the Jell-O instant pudding, milk and spices, then slowly beat with a rotary beater until they're thoroughly mixed together. Now, pour into your favorite pie shell and top the pie with the rest of the Dream Whip. See, it's that easy to make because you don't have to cook it. Now, the recipe is on every box of Jell-O instant pudding, vanilla flavor, or on the envelope that's on the inside of every box of Dream Whip. You just wait till your family tastes it. Pumpkin pie that's as light as your holiday mood. New, easy-to-make, creamy pumpkin pie. It's truly delicious.
We'll meet our special guest for tonight in just a minute. But first, Bill Cullen, why are you so happy over there?
Because I'm under the mistletoe, Steve. It's supposed to be the best way to get your sweetheart to kiss you, but it doesn't always do the trick. So I've got a far better way for you girls that even works on husbands. First, prepare a special holiday pie like pecan, pumpkin, or mincemeat. Then make it taste even better with Dream Whip. Now, what's that you're thinking? Would you dare use Dream Whip instead of whipped cream on a dessert as important as these? Well, you can use Dream Whip on any dessert. Dream Whip has all the flavor richness of whipped cream. Smooth, creamy, country fresh flavor. Because Dream Whip, the whipped topping mix, is fresh whenever you need it. And it stays fresh on your shelf. Oh, look at that. As my grandmother would say, it's beautiful. Calories only 14 to a tablespoon. Try it, girls. Makes a man feel special just to look at it. Dream Whip with all the flavor richness of whipped cream.